Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chicago's offense running out, and it's something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way. They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, good move. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. again, McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Purdy now to throw. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. That's caught at the 3. The Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Purdy to throw it on first down. And this one is incomplete. But Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds and the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Purdy. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the... Long way out there, but it'll be third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
On 2nd and 7, Purdy. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Dante Hightower on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Purdy now on second down. And he fires one incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy sets up to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A turnover's obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10. Fields again. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Coming up on second and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun, here's Fields. Open man is Noah Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Andy Dalton with 2 touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Deontay Foreman with both of their touchdowns thus far as he's scored twice on the ground. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out. Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. But we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. From the 29, Purdy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 71 yards. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Fields on first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Now Fields. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
On first down, it's Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have retaken the lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and they'll take a... ...14 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketing the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Purdy on fourth down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A
A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
On first down, Fields. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And they run the option on second down.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
He's got a man complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
On first down, it's Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Purdy from the gun.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk punching it in from a yard away.
And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields, completion here to Claypool. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Fields now to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Fields. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Fields. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Chicago, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers.
Meanwhile, for the Niners, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a